glory. Yahweh Sabaoth, Yahweh, Yahweh Sabaoth.
Thank you, our faithful Father. Thank you for your goodness. Thank you for your mercies. We love you. We say to you alone be all the glory, honor, and adoration. In the name of Jesus. If you're alive in this building, can you make a joyful noise unto the Lord? You may be seated. So this morning in our capacity building class, we'll be talking about how to fund your ideas in wealth creation. How to fund your ideas in wealth creation. Ideas do not make one wealthy, but idea is the first step towards wealth creation. You know, many of us have ideas. We have things that we'll sit down, we'll think, we'll have ideas how we can generate wealth, how we can make money. But now, you're now thinking, how do I get this fund? This is a business class per se. How do I raise funds? How do I make this happen? So the first thing is having the idea. We have a lot of people with great idea, but no implementation. Some people have ideas, but to implement it is a problem. They sit down at their comfort zone. They don't want to make a move. God only makes way for those who are willing to make moves. You have to take steps. You can't just think of something and sit down and keep building castle in the air without making a move. For you to achieve something in life, for you to achieve anything in life, success, that ideas that you have, that you've built up, is for you to take a step of faith. Ideas are useless, both to you, the owner, and to humanity, if they are not pursued and implemented. So if you don't pursue it and implement it, it's useless. I want to talk about implementation, because that's actually the problem for a lot of people. They will have a lot of things, a lot of ideas, a lot of things in their mind, but implementation is the problem. When God gives you ideas, God will always give you ideas in a place of prayer. God will always give you ideas. How you implement it is the problem. Or starting it up or taking a bold step to do that is actually... See, a lot of times we give excuses. Excuses don't exist. You create them. Many times we create excuses on our own. The reason why we are not succeeding, the reason why we are failing, the reason why we can't succeed in this business, you've already sat down to analyze and you have already started giving excuse. Oh, I don't have fun. I don't think... A lot of people are doing the business. So why do you think that you will not make a difference when you enter that business? Because virtually there's nothing I think you want to start and someone is not really doing it. So it's that ability to sit down and think and strategize how to do it differently that will make you significant in that area. Proverbs 26:13 says, "The slothful man says there is a lion in the streets." The slothful man, there is a lion in the way. A lion is in the streets, and so because of that, I will not come out. That's what the slothful man will say. That's the lazy man. The slothful man here is just one that is not just physically lazy, but both mentally and physically lazy. There's some people that can't reason, they can't even think. So you're just lazy physically and also mentally. People give different excuses. Remember, I always say this, that excuses are building blocks for the walls of failure. So when you're supposed to go back to school to upgrade yourself, you're giving excuses. Oh, how my children, if I leave them, what will happen? Oh, if you leave those children will survive. Even someone that dies, if you die tomorrow, the children will still survive. Your husband will still survive. Someone will say, hey, I can't do this. I don't have the finances. Who said so? We are looking at ways to raise finances or capital for a business or for that idea that you have. So we give too lazy to even waste time. The proposal, a contract that you have, you are too lazy to build up a proposal to say, and before you know it, does already the opportunity. a businessman, you have not started, you're already start thinking of things, excuses that why that thing will not work. Even if you are in the that's where nobody, even in the village, in the remote, socialization, the world, global, as in Facebook, internet has made the world a global village that you can reach people wherever they are. Ecclesiastes 11:4 said, "He that observeth the wind shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap." If you continue observing, it's not like you will not sow. So you have to make a move. So one of the ways how to raise capital first is knowing how much you need to start that business. Some people say they want to start a business, they want to start something. You don't know how much you even need. If you ask them, okay, now you're looking at this, what do you think? How much do you think you need? They say, I'm much more. How will you want to start a business without understanding that business, checking the strategies? How much am I going to use for this business? How much am I going to invest in this business? What and what do I need? Strategies. That before you approach someone to help you, you already have a template. You already have something written down, how you will make this money or how this business is going to work. When the person asks you, within a twinkle of an eye, you've already given the person a download of what you want to do and what you want to achieve. 2, your assets and investments. Some people buy land. They buy things. When it's time to do that business and you don't have any, you can fall back to your assets. You can sell your land and start up a business. You don't have land. You can sell your car and start up a business that you know that you've already studied and you know that this business is going to yield. Over a time, you will gain back that money and even buy better ones. You look at what you have. It could be jewelries. Sometimes we think that jewelries, that they are luxury. Some gold, they are not really luxury per se. Because over time, you see yourself selling them to make ends meet. I remember those days when I was in school, I used to have a friend. She likes buying, small money she'll get, she'll buy gold, she'll buy. And I learned it from her. I started, if I save, I'll buy. I realized that when I wanted to start my business and my husband gave me the money he had, I had to go back, sell some of those jewelries. I made a lot of money and added it into the business. And with time, that business started yielding. I can be able to take back from that business and buy as much as I want. So you look within you, what do you have to use? There's something that you might have that you can just sell to build up a capital, to start up something. My time is up. Next Sunday we'll continue. Jam those hands for Jesus.
Welcome to Powered Ministries International, God's home on earth. As you can see, today is a day of unrestricted jubilation. The joy in our hearts is bursting, and all of heaven stands together with all of earth to celebrate the faithfulness of God to this commission. It is another Super Sunday service, and we are all set for what God is about to do. Good morning and welcome to church. My name is Joy Nwachukwu, and this is Praise House Network. Our 2 services last Sunday were simply phenomenal. Our resident pastor, Chinedu Praise, spoke on the topic, Peace in the Midst of Pressure, and our mama, Dr. Uche Ume, spoke on divine remembrance. The highlights.
Peace under pressure. Can you tell your heart, relax? Do you still remember that God created everything, including what is dealing with you, including those challenges? He created everything, so he knows how to handle them. The peace of God is the one that passeth all understanding. It's not cheap. Now, because God wanted to give us access to that peace, it cost